Hello everyone. In today's sessions I will talk about two important built-in functions of OpenCV. One is imread functions and another one is imshow functions. So before jump into that implementations of imread and imshow functions, let's understand what is the importance of these two built-in functions in terms of image handling. Let's say you have an image file of any extensions. Let's say it's maybe a png, it may be a jpg, or it may be any bitmap image file. So first thing you have to do is that you have to load that image into your program, and second thing you can do is that you can display what is the content of the image. So to load the content of the image, load in the sense of, if you have an image file, it's always in the encoded format. So to decode that image, you have to take help from one of your functions, one of the OpenCV functions, that is called imread function. Imread functions will take the image file and will return a matrices of pixel values in the decoded format. Once you have the decoded matrices of RGB, if you want to display the content of that image, you have to take help from the imshow functions. And these two operations are very elementary when it comes to image processing. So now once you have that concept of importance of imshow and imread functions of OpenCV, let's start implementing. So for that I have to include that OpenCV from my local machine directory. I am using a Linux system, so that's why I am including the OpenCV functions, OpenCV library, by using a hash include preprocessor and giving the path inside of the bracket. And I am also using iostream library, and iostream library will help me to format some of the string that I want to display in the terminal. And after that I will use two namespace. One is that CV namespace and another one is the std standard namespace. I am using CV namespace because I am using only one library, that is called CV library, and I don't want to repeat the CV import every time. I am avoiding this by declaring that I will use CV namespace. As you know, for OpenCV you can do this or implement these functions in any languages it supports. Mostly people prefer either in the Pythonic way or in C++ way, and in today's video I will mostly use and I will show you in C++ way. For C++ you have to write the driver code, and for driver code, and as you may know that you have to declare these main functions, and I will return an integer type, so I am declaring that main functions as int main, and I am not giving any explicit argument and argc and argv. I am just declaring it. After that I am declaring a variable named image of the type of mat, and this mat type is already a built-in data type that comes with the CV. Okay, once you have that variable, what I will do is that I will load the content of my image, content of that image, by using imread functions. And imread functions by default it takes two variables, two arguments. One is that what is the address of the file that you want to, address of the image file that you want to load. For my case it is this lina test image.png, so that's why I am declaring this, I am declaring the image file like this one, lina test image.png. And second argument it takes is that what kind of image you want to get it returned. That means you want to return this image to be in the grayscale image or unchanged image or in the RGB image. So that you have to specify, and in my case I am using a grayscale image. I want my image to be returned in a grayscale. Okay, once you load your image file in the variable named image, it may occur that due to some undesirable situations, like you have specified this image name to be wrong, the permission is not well defined, permissions issue may be occur, or maybe some other numerous reasons this image is not properly loaded. In that case, how you will handle that situations? For that I am writing another piece of code, that is error handling code, where I am checking if my image is having any of the content or it's a simple empty image. By using a function called .empty that comes with this mat data type, I am checking that if my image is empty, then I will return that image file not found. By default, most of the time it happens that you give some wrong path, so that's why this image file will not be found, and this image file will be an empty, and in that case my console will return that okay, your image file is empty, and I will get out of the compilation, get out of the computation. And after, once you have that image loaded, now I want to show that what is the content of that image, and for that I will take help from another built-in function called imshow functions, where this imshow functions will take two arguments. First, the name of the window that you want to create, where the image, where the content of the image will be displayed, and second thing is that what content should it display. And for my case I am writing that I am giving the window name as a lina window. That means I am creating a empty window, blank window called lina window, and I am giving a matrix of image, that means my loaded image, to display on the lina window. Okay, and then I will display that image until I press any keystroke. That's why I am giving another built-in functions that is called wait key. Wait key 0 that means this imshow will still live until you press any key on your keyboard. And at the last line, at the line number 33, I am just returning 0 because as I have mentioned that my main is a integer type return. Okay, once you understand this, I will save my image, and for the time sake I have written one small cmake list.txt file for not having any compilation error, and discussing this cmake list.txt file, what is the content of this thing. This is out of the scope of this video, so I will skip this one. For now I will just make a I will just compile my source code. Okay, it is created, the build script. Now I will build my script, and it's showing that it has created one target called OpenCV test. As you can see that here I have a one executable called OpenCV test. Now I will run this thing, OpenCV test. Okay, so this is the thing that is returning from the imshow functions, and this is my original image. This is my original image, and this is the image that is returning from the imshow functions. As you can see that this window name is called Lina window, and its image type is a grayscale image, so that's why it is showing me one grayscale image. Okay, now I will exit from my runtime by pressing any of the key, and my window disappeared, and it's saying that compilation is completed. Okay, thank you for your patience, thank you for watching, and see you next time with another interesting topic. Thank you everyone.